Friends, in this episode, I want to share with you what a representative from Congress out of New York has offered to you. You might qualify for this, and there's a direct pathway to citizenship. You can skip the green card. That's a wonderful thing, but it's very limited. I can tell you that. Friends, welcome to Green Card Guys TV. I'm John Ting, your host of this channel. If you're new to our channel, we greatly appreciate if you could subscribe down below. And kindly go ahead and hit the like button if you enjoy our content. It lets YouTube know that more people who have questions like this would see this video. So please do so and share our channel with your friends. Now let's get down to the details of what's going on with this proposal. This is HR 1308, as you can see here in this session, the 117th congressional session. Now here it says it offers several things. Number one, to establish a national office of new Americans. Number two, to reduce obstacles to U.S. citizenship, essentially a direct pathway. Number three, to support integration of immigrants into the social, cultural, economic, and civic life of the United States. So those are the main reasons. Now this proposal was introduced in February 24th of 2021. So this is about 2 or 3 months ago, 1 month after President Biden took office. Now here, the part I want to show you is that it speaks about, well, let me talk to you about it first, okay? Now, a lot of people have been talking about Dreamers and that they should get status. Of course, I believe more than just Dreamers should be able to gain status. TPS holders, because many people, many countries that are eligible for TPS have been here for a long time. And clearly the data has shown that, the conservatives, the Republicans are all worried about this part, as they say they are, but they all know the numbers. Immigrants living in America without status have been contributing to the tax base, meaning when they buy goods and services, they're paying tax. And when they buy property, they're also paying property tax, for example. Okay, so putting that to the side, okay, this proposal by Representative Grace Ming out of New York offers a direct pathway to citizenship for people who have gone to high school in the United States from 9th grade to 12th grade and also obtain a high school diploma. Now, I want to share with you that section that says that in this proposal. All right, and that is section 305. The title says Citizenship for Certain U.S. High School Graduates. And here it shows, of course, you can provide proof of transcripts from a public school or a private school in the U.S. showing that that person has gone through school from 9th grade to 12th grade and graduated with a diploma. And that the school curriculum also includes that they've learned U.S. history. Okay. And that's really about it about that. Okay. In terms of like proof. And there's a whole bunch of provisions here about, and also including automatic registration to become a voter in the United States. And that's a great thing because there really should not require an extra step. Clearly that has been a lot of talk about that this year in 2021 about who should be able to vote and how can someone vote and how long or what method someone can vote. And that's been a lot of talk in the states of Georgia, for example, Texas, basically all the conservative states, because they've been very sour, about what happened in the 2020 election in November. So unfortunately, they can't take a loss. So they have to try to change the rules. And we need to fight back. And so one way to make sure that people have the right to vote is to automatically register people into the database, okay? And this is all through the county level because in government in America, it's all broken up to several levels: federal, state, local, which can include county, and then the city level. So that's why, and there's been situations where I want to share a story with you in that we've had a couple people call into our office and say that they accidentally registered to vote when they should not have. They found out after the fact. Now, you might think, well, isn't that obvious that someone should not register to vote if they're not a U.S. citizen? Well, believe it or not, some people at the Department of Public Safety, DPS, or Department of Motor Vehicle office in your state, whatever you call it, some of the employees there, I've heard so many stories like this where the employee, a state employee of that office, had asked the person who's all they're trying to do is just renew their license or apply for it for the first time. Anyway, the clerk or cashier asked the immigrant applicant, would they like to register to vote? And so a reasonable person who is not familiar with the laws would think, well, why, if the fact that a state employee is asking me that, then that sounds like it's possibly okay. Now, you and I may disagree on if someone should believe that or not, but clearly a reasonable person would believe that because many people, I've heard many people do that. I mean, not many, not like 100, but there's enough to where this is an issue that needs to be corrected, and so it needs to be forgiven. Okay, and so there are some proposals within this provisions about that within this proposal of forgiving that kind of situation. Okay, and it also has a section to specifically mention that what they try to solve here is that Representative Grace Ming has included the word willfully after falsely. So they added that word meaning falsely and willfully intended to register to vote. And so that will knock out a lot of people in terms of meaning they won't be prohibited from obtaining status in the future, because adding these words in there can make the standard higher on how the government can say someone would not qualify for a benefit in the future. Because many people that we've talked to have not willfully registered to vote. Sometimes I've heard some stories where people, the clerk of these DPS or DMV office, register people on their own for the immigrant when the immigrant didn't say yes, they want to register or not. So I've heard those stories as well, unfortunately. So that's why Grace Ming, representative from New York, has added this word to try to help people in this situation. Okay, friends, if you have any questions about any proposals, we're happy to help, but we have to put a disclaimer here. These are only proposals, so we really can't tell you if you're eligible or not at this time. Until a proposal becomes law, meaning signed by President Biden, at that point, that is when we can provide you information if you are eligible or qualified for that. And friends, if you're new to our channel, I want to share with you, we do offer free 15-minute preliminary discussion. Really try to point you in the right direction. Sometimes we're able to tell people if they don't qualify in general for something that does exist right now, and that really saves them a lot of time, right? Or if you're just looking for really any type of procedural question, we're happy to point you in the right direction. Or there could be a situation where we can help with your case. Now, in any of those situations, please share this not so secret code, Green Card Guys. You can text it to our number down here below, 346-330-5888, or you can give us a call. Our CARES team is happy to get in touch with you and schedule you for an appointment. They'll try their best to fit you in within the next business day, but sometimes we already have a jam-packed schedule. But friends, if you do have time, click the link below for the intake form. It starts with teen law, and that's a faster way for us to get to know you about your case, so we can go straight to strategy and solutions for your during the consultation. Friends, until next time, please continue wearing a mask and take care.